All right, man. Let's talk about CJ McCollum. A lot of people behind the scenes or some of the articles written saying that he's a possible to come to the Pistons. We talked about him at the trade deadline. Hit the link in the description. You can follow me everywhere at Linktree, X, Instagram, whatever. I bought a mic, but it was only compatible for the iPhone. So shit, if somebody wants two microphones, it's only compatible for iPhone. I'm happy to give it to you. Right? Hit me up. And X probably faster, but I don't be on IG. But I mean, last year it sounded good because Ivy was out. This year he's on an expiring deal. I think he's the NFL NBA Players Association president. So, I mean, good character, can score, can shoot. I mean, in reality, I think he's one of those guys that you can bring off the bench. Obviously, he's good enough to start, and I feel like he's still playing at an all-star kind of level. But if you wanted to bring him off the bench to get a bucket, I mean, you could. If you wanted to bring Ivy off the bench to get a bucket, I mean, he'd work next to Cade. I mean, I don't think he has the defensive potential that Ivy does. But, I mean, he can get a bucket. He can score, scoring bunches. It would be the Detroit or Great Value brand to do, and there's no disrespect to him. We want Booker, get McCollum. I mean, that's how it was. We want Trae Young, get a guy like McCollum. And that's not the worst because he's definitely still that guy. He still can shoot it. He can score it. I think you'd have some issues about the defensive side of the floor, but outside of that, somebody that can handle the ball. He can distribute a little bit, but he can get a bucket. He just ain't a three-point shooter. He can get into the mid-range. He'll do some things there. He still can drive it to the hole. I mean, it'll make a lot of sense. It's a low-risk, high-reward type of move, in my opinion. What he going to bring as far as the knowledge of being in the league for years, the chip on the shoulder. He was a guy that was like, 5'5", and then he sprouted up at once. He really got on the map when Duke beat Lehigh and he balled out. I mean, it makes a lot of sense. If we being honest, it makes a lot of sense for him, to be on the Pistons, and so is it gonna make people go out there and spend a lot of money and get season tickets? No, but you get somebody else that you can depend on and probably fit on the team as of right now. Do you expect Ivy to be back at 100%? That's how you justify it. All right, Ivy, you sit here. It shouldn't cost you much. Ivy, you sit here and we'll let McCollum in. If McCollum worked, then probably going to dump Ivy at the trade deadline. Or just use McCollum as this year and let Ivy get his legs under him, then let Ivy take over next year. So McCollum, I think it's a good fit. I mean, you can still keep Schroeder. Another, ball handler, scorer. You know what I'm saying? So it makes sense. Me personally, I'd rather have Booker. Me personally, I'd rather have Trae Young. But I get it. I don't know, a lot of people say, Trae's so small. Y'all be talking about Trae can play. Great fit. As far as, he can distribute, he can shoot it, he can finish it. I think he really want to win. He's a walking nuclear bucket. He's a walking nuclear bucket, but yeah, McCollum, I mean, shit, I take him over Zion. Really, I take him over. I think they talking about Cam Johnson. I'm at this point like, okay, we got Beasley, we got Tim Hardaway Jr. We need somebody that can put the ball on the ground and get a hoop. That's what you need. Somebody put the ball on the ground and get a hoop. You probably like, where's the difference between McCollum and Booker? Booker a little bit bigger. Booker a better defender. Booker a better distributor. He can ball handle. He can distribute. He can be at the top of the key and be the point. He can be the off ball and guard. He love the city. He could defend. It make more sense. I would mortgage the future for that. You probably have to do something else for Matt Sheba outside of basketball if you Tom Gores. But I think Gores is willing to do what it takes for that to happen. Y'all don't think that happened when they make trades that they don't have side deals there? Even with players, you don't think it ain't side deals? Okay, you sign for a little bit less, but I'll get it back to my other company, my endorsement company, or they throwing money to players under the table. Absolutely, that happens. Absolutely. Absolutely. So I think from that standpoint of view, yeah, I'm for McCollum. I mean, I don't think you have to, give up too much. If I'm going with a catch and shoot guy, I like Trey Murphy too. I don't want Cam Johnson. I take Trey Murphy. You don't have to give up something to get Trey Murphy, but but then again, what that say about your development for Asar Ron Hollins, that's what you got to understand. In reality, Asar is the future at the 4. I mean, Ron is the future at the 4, and Asar, he could be the future at the 2 or the 3. But it's all predicated on if they shoot the ball better. Terage and Landon spoke on that. They got to shoot the ball a lot better. They have to develop. That's one thing McCollum, Young, Booker bring, shooting. You don't have to worry about compromising shooting. There is no shooting compromise. So, there's no shooting compromise. So, but yeah, I mean, I like McCollum. Shit, yeah, I mean, I think a lot of us would be like if they ain't do shit. If they kept the team together, cool. But I do think they need some oomph from somewhere. And that oomph can come from Ron and Asar and Sasha developing. Duran keep going the right way. Or you can take some of these players, you can mix them up, and trade for somebody. I'm willing to go in on Booker, man. If I can't get Booker, I'm willing to go in on Trey. If it's 3-4 years of first round draft picks, if it's trading the Stu or it's trading the Sar, trading Ron, if going book, a Tobias in there or something and some other pieces, whatever, I'm willing to do it. I'm willing to do it. I'm going to retain Schroeder. I'm going to retain Beasley. I'm going to try to see if I can get Nas Reed. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to do it that way. But, it's a pipe dream. That ain't happening. But, yeah, but they'd be fine if they just stay putting these dudes shoot the ball better. Asar and Ron, that'd be perfectly fine. So, but yeah, let me know what y'all think, man. Check out Detroit Pistons Talk playlist. Thumbs up the video. Share the video. Subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Check out Detroit Pistons Talk playlist for more videos like this. Hit the link in the description. Follow me on X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Appreciate the love and support. Like I said before, yeah, I like McCollum. Always have. I think he'd be a good asset for us.